Hi, Geekpreneur. What is going on? Welcome. Happy Sunday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Azimi, and I'm your ex-corporate grinder guy. Used to be in the corporate world, call center environment for many years, working 12, 14, 16-hour days, 6 days a week, often 7 days a week, until my pancreas quit. Quit on me, left me unemployable, and nothing to fall back on. And that was not fun. So I got redirected to this whole online space and the gig economy. So now I help folks like you, like me, to start a side business, side gig online, and we grow it using social media. So if that resonates with you, you like the idea of having an extra source of income, you like the idea of having it be flexible so you can work around your schedule with it, then drop the word side gig in the comments and I'll get back with you after this live. And please be ready to have that conversation. What's up, folks? Welcome. We are live on all platforms actually: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So if you're here, drop a little comment. Let me know you are here. What's up? So today I was having a conversation with um, a dear friend that I can call her a dear friend because I haven't met her, and she lives in Australia with her fiance, and these two are just so sweet, right? So cool. And I was talking to her, and we were talking about the idea of the whole gig economy, network marketing, direct sales, MLM, all this stuff. And hi, Blanca, how are you? Welcome. And it was like, okay. And she had something that she had something to say that it was kind of very interesting. She asked me a question, and I had never heard this question before. She asked me, she said, okay, if I join this business, this whole network marketing, direct sales, online space, if I join this business, what are my losses? So think about that for a second. If I join, what are my losses? Usually we turn that around and you say, you know what? Well, if you don't join, you miss out on all this stuff. Um, and that was a really interesting question. So I told her, I said, you know what? Hold on one second. I'm going to think about this. She said, no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. No, I said, you know what? This is a very interesting question. Let me think about it and hold on one second. So I thought about it on the phone. And here's the two things that are very clear um, when you do join a network marketing company. These are two potential losses. Okay. Now, when you do join a company, it's either service based or product based. Okay. A service based company means that for the exchange of your dollars or your money, if you would, you're getting a service at a discount. Okay. That's the definition. So if you're going to join a service based company, you're going to get a special deal on something. Maybe you're going to get a discount on your utility bills. You're going to get discount on your cell phone, or you may get a discount on legal fees, right? Whatever it may be, it's a service that you actually basically you're it's like you paying a membership to get that discount, right? Because the discount is going to be worth more than the membership, obviously. And if you join a product-based company, then in exchange for your dollars or your initial investment or your money, if you would, you're going to get an equal amount of products, right? It's not any different than you going to eBay or Amazon. Do people still go to eBay? Anyway, or Amazon and or other places, if you would, you you pay, and for that pay, you receive a product or multiple products depending on the value, and you've said, okay, that is good. This buys this, I'm in, right? So in exchange for your initial investment, you're getting a product and a service. Here's a I want to give you one really important point here. It's not just your initial investment, it's every investment. Every month you pay that membership fee, every month you buy things, you get that service still. You get those products still. So every time you're paying some kind of amount of money, you're getting something in exchange. It's very, very important. Okay. Now, I'll just drop this hint, although this live is not about that, but I think it's important to talk about it. Hi, Mary. I'm June. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for all the loves. So the very important point here to pay attention to is this: when somebody says, "Is this a pyramid scheme, or is this one of those pyramid scam, or what have you?" Well, what they really mean, and I want you to pay really good attention here. What they really mean is this one of those Ponzi schemes? Because I don't think they know that pyramid is illegal, but they're not referring to the right pyramid, right? So it's actually a Ponzi scheme. Now, a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid in this context, if you would, is absolutely illegal. Yes. Now, why is that? The reason for that is because for your exchange for your dollars or money here, you're not getting a discount on any service, and or you're not going to get any products. Okay, there is no service or products that were exchanged for the dollars. And you say, well, how could that be? Well, here's how it works. I call you up and I say, hey, how about you give me 500 bucks, and in a couple of weeks I'll turn that to 1,000. And you're like, how? You're like, don't worry about it. We just put it in this whole thing online, and everybody else is doing it. I don't really know how it works. It just put it in, and I'll cash out. Right? You're not getting a service. You're not getting products, and that is absolutely illegal. In fact, there are people who are serving time because of just that. Right? So we're not talking about a pyramid or a Ponzi scheme. We're talking about a legitimate network marketing company where you're promoting a product or a series of products or a service. Now, in that case, that's a good setup. That's a good setup. So in that case, if you're enjoying this, drop a 1 in the comments. Let's go. I know people are on all platforms actually. Drop a 1 in the comments. Let's go. So the two losses here are this. I personally, not that I know all the companies, but I do not know of a company that doesn't give you a 30-day refund on what you buy. Okay. You buy it, you don't like it, you can return it and get your money back. I don't know of a company that does not do that in the network marketing space. Everyone does that. Okay. Everybody, whether it's a service or a product, right? T-Money, what up? Yes, on time, early. T-Money is over here on Facebook. So I don't know of a company that does not give you a refund on your products or service. that first month. So when you do join, if you now they may not pay you back on what they call a maybe enrollment fee or business setup fee or business kit or something like that. If it's a one-time fee or a monthly fee and that month you paid it, that may not get refunded, and that usually is about anywhere between like $10 to $50 or something like that. It's not that much. That what it does, it tells the IRS that you actually started a business, and it gives you all these open doors to keep more of your money by paying less taxes, right? So it helps you tremendously. Now, so usually they'll refund it. So even if it's $500, I remember one time, and it was a Persian. One time, he returned a $500 package, and he got his money back. He just had to ship it back. The shipping back wasn't covered. So besides that, so I don't really think it's a loss. Besides that, there's no money loss because why? Because, well, one, you got your money back, but two, even if you stuck around, you paid for a service, you paid for products. Okay. Now, let's get into the two losses. Two losses that may be really obvious, but never have I heard it in this way. Okay. I've never heard it this way. And again, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine today, and this came up. I'm like, that is such a good question. The question was, what would be my losses by joining in this business? And I said, here are the two losses. Let's say you joined a product-based company, and if you're joining in now, just roll back and you'll see what that means. If you joined a product-based company, and let's just say you spent $300 and you bought a bunch of products, you bought them for a reason. You bought them because not only you wanted to create an income, but you also wanted to lose weight, or you want to have better, creamier, shinier hair, skin, whatever it may be, right? You want to have better gut health. You bought those products because you believe that they may work. Now, even though you haven't tried it, you're taking your chances, right? So the first loss is this. Most people buy their products and never open them. They don't usually work when they're still in the box or on the shelf. Usually you got to consume them. Most people do not use the products they bought when they bought it from a network marketing company. And that's real talk. If you've ever bought something from a network marketing company with an intention to build a business, but yeah, that box is still in the garage, drop a 2 in the comments if you're brave. Okay. So most people don't use the products. So that's your loss number one. Here's why. Because network marketing companies put so much research and lab work and studies and all this stuff into their ingredients, their products, because they want to stay in the business. These products are truly good products across the board. Nobody sells crap and tells you to go promote it. If you really think that, you're very naive, especially for this day and age. Nobody's going to sell crap that doesn't work and say, oh, go promote it. Right? So these products are good products. Now, some of them may work on you, some of them may not. That's not the point. The point is products are good products. You buy other stuff from other stores that you're like, what the hell did I buy? This thing doesn't work at all. You throw it out, right? So some stuff work, some stuff don't work. All right. But the products are good products. So if you bought them for a reason and you're not using them, that's your loss number one. You're losing on the benefits of the products. And that's exactly what's happening here. That's your loss number one, right? Because if you're not using them, they're not going to do what you thought they're going to do. And then what happens to your story, your testimonial? Nothing, because you don't have one. Because you never used them, right? Loss number two, when you join a network marketing company. Loss number two is this. If you were to open up a store, a barbershop, a restaurant, an ice cream shop, whatever, if you were to open up a store, or you're a chiropractor, you opened up an office, you're a doctor, you opened up an office, you're a dentist, whatever. If you did that and you didn't tell anybody and you never ran advertising and you never got a name out there and you never showed up to the store or the office, how would you do? How would that work out? Pretty good? Would you consider that like a lost opportunity? You open up a store, you open up an office, but you don't ever go there. Like, would you say that's a lost opportunity? Yeah, it's the same thing here in the network marketing space, um, direct sales space. If you're promoting a bunch of products and or a service, and nobody knows about it because you just don't tell anyone, or you don't put yourself out there, you don't talk about it, then would you say that's a lost opportunity? Yeah, never told anyone. Maybe because you were embarrassed or you assumed what they're going to say, you know, you thought for them. Who knows, right? So imagine you getting into this, right? And imagine now, some people obviously get in, use the products, don't really tell anybody. They're just, they're consistent with the products, which is amazing. Thank you. Some people maybe, although it's really difficult to get high in income and not use the products. It just doesn't make any sense. So imagine if you get into a space like this and you don't do either one. You don't use the products and you don't tell anyone. Would you say that's a lost opportunity on getting the benefits from the products and the money and the income potentially? Potential results from the product, potential results from the business. Would you say those are lost opportunities? Yeah, right. So when I think about the question I was asked today, what are the losses to the business when you join? I would say those are the two. If you join and you don't use the products and you don't tell a single soul, those would be the losses. And the only way you can prevent a loss is, well, one, you know it, right? So now you know the two. So one way to prevent it is Go the opposite way. Use the products and tell everyone about them. So, with that, hopefully, you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. Listen, I know somebody who can get value from this. I know you do. Then tag them. Share this with them. Let them in. And if you're not following me, you can if you want to on all platforms. I suggest you follow me on multiple platforms, because, everyone's got their limitations. So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads. And I go with Side Gig Sean. With that, I'm Sean Azimi. I am your ex-corporate grinder. Yes, I was in the call center environment, corporate world for a mighty, mighty long time. And I used to work, 14, 16-hour days, 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. And that was the norm to me, until my pancreas quit and decided not to want to work anymore and left me unemployable, which means I can't even get a job. And and left me with nothing to fall back on. Like, I got wiped out. And so I got redirected to this whole online space, this gig economy, if you would. And so now I help folks like you, like me, to start a side gig online and use social media to grow it. So if you're somebody who likes the idea of having another source of income coming in, you like the idea of it being flexible for you, then you're serious or curious, drop the word side gig in the comments, and I got you. I'll get back with you after this live. With that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.